our own personal corporations. However, when we're here, we're representing the nonprofit organizations we actually founded because of our individual advocacies. If you notice, our individual advocacies combined create the Digital Media Standards Coalition, strengthens its capacity because we bring our own expertise. Like, for example, Philippine CIO Association, the Cybersecurity Association. That is major strength and knowledge that can be combined with our AI platforms in the development of how we're going to actually support the fact-checking and becoming a self-regulating organization.
You have different members, di ba?
Yes.
Your members, Ms. Jel, is different from Ms. Mel or
Yes.
Ms. Catherine, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So how many members do you have, Ms. Catherine?
We are a combination of right now, in order, so for Global AI Council Philippines, we actually don't do membership. We are a volunteer group of AI practitioners and leads of enterprise and corporations. So I have about a pool of about 27 C-level or AI creator levels in enterprises. I do not wish to name
And
names,
they're all companies, they're all businesses.
They are individuals who have their own businesses who have volunteered to be part of an advisory group.
Okay, how about you, Ms. Mel?
Actually, Your Honor, for the Cybersecurity Council of the Philippines, we have 80 members, and these members is actually mostly from the private sector, so they are referred po as cybersecurity experts po.
And Ms. I.
Speaking as the ED for the Blockchain Council, Mr. Chair, Your Honor, we actually have more individual members than corporations in the Blockchain Council.
Okay, now, the four of you, do you agree with what Congressman Geraldine Roman mentioned on the platform compliance and obligations? Do you agree with that? She mentioned all social media platforms operating in the Philippines shall establish, number one, establish and maintain a legal entity or permanent representative office in the Philippines for regulatory and ethical accountability. And number two, maintain and submit to the DMSC a registry of verified user accounts subject to the Data Privacy Act of 2012, no? And number three, adhere to all binding directives, resolutions. Number four, consult with the DMC. Number five, provide. Do you all agree with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You all agree with it?
Your Honor, for our council, we agree on self-regulation, but for other points, we might need to discuss further as we haven't read the full
So, therefore, it's sa inyo, it's self-regulation.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, I'd like to find out from Secretary Ruiz, no? Do you agree with what Congressman Geraldine Roman said on the platform compliance and obligations?
For self-regulation,
I mentioned it a while ago. For example, like establish and maintain a legal entity or permanent representative office in the Philippines for regulatory and ethical accountability. Do you agree with that?
Of course, sir. They should have.
How about maintain and submit to DMSC a registry of verified user accounts? Do you agree with it?
That one we have to study first, sir. Because
All right.
if you regulate the platforms already,
All right. How about adhering to all binding directives, resolutions, and decisions? Ano yung DMNC? Ano yung DMNC?
Mr. Chair, ito yung Digital Media Standards Coalition, which is
So
formed by
that's private, correct? That's private, correct?
It is a non-governmental entity.
Non-governmental.
Yes. Formed by stakeholders themselves.
Would you agree with that?
well, they can be part, sir, but not totally. It may be. It should. I think it should be the government who should be.
So therefore, there are questions to it, di ba?
Yes, sir.
How about the ICT?
I do share the Secretary J's.
The ICT should be the government's regulatory, di ba, agency.
Well, as of now, it's not part of our mandate, sir, but we are willing to take up the challenge if it is trusted upon us, Mr. Chair.
So you're willing to collaborate with these four non-governmental agencies?
Yes, sir. It's part of the drive of Secretary Henry Aguda for digital bayanihan. It's not only a whole-of-government approach, not a whole-of-country approach, but a whole-of-society approach to solve this particular problem, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, you were telling us about yung bang wala pang legislation on that, no? Pero meron kayong meron kayong mandato di ba? I mean, meron kayong rules that you follow, even if there is no legislation yet.
Yes, Mr. Chair. If we go by the CICC, there's already the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012 that we can use. But there are also gaps that, for example, when we were talking, and this is born out of the collaboration with social media platforms, we were talking with Google, and Google said that there's yet to have a definitive government definition or definition for fake news. What is fake news that they can follow? These are the gaps that we have to fill up through legislation.
Why is it that the ICT cannot penalize or block? Diba? Like TikTok, for example. Why can't you do it?
We can. We have the capability.
You can.
We have the capability to block the platforms.
You have the capability. Why don't you stop it then?
Well, there has to be due process involved, Mr. Chair.
Oh, come on. You have the capability. Therefore, you should do it with militancy.
Well, I think what we are trying to avoid, Mr. Chair, is the arbitrary blocking of the social media
The thing
platforms.
is, you're too quiet with it, Asek.
But right,
Masyado kayong tahimik doon.
I think, sir,
Secretary Ruiz.
what happens is, it's the platform. For example, I already cited several examples that we asked the CICC to take down several posts.
Nag-iingat kayo.
And then
Diba?
eventually...
Teka. Nag-iingat kayo. Bakit yung ibang bansa, for example?
Yeah,
Yung ibang bansa, pinagbabawal na
tama. Kasi po,
Oo. Pero, ganun din dapat sa ating pa, sapagkat biktima tayo dito.
yes, I agree.
Maaaring kayo hindi biktima. Pero maraming biktima. Maraming biktimang mga negosyo. Maraming biktima mga business. Yung mga fake news, ganyan. Maraming biktima Maraming biktima mga politiko. Therefore, you people should do something now.
We agree, Mr. Chair, but we make a distinction. I think this is the point of Secretary J. Ruiz. No? There's a distinction between blocking the content and blocking the platforms. Blocking the content is right now wala pang batas, so it's born out of collaboration between the platforms. But blocking the platforms themselves, sir, sa ibang bansa,
Meron ka bang salita, Asek, ha? You know, it seems you're always blaming Congress for not enacting a law on that because you have your own rules. Do you have a data? Do you have a data of the platforms and the content producers and the influencers? Do you have a data for that?
a data for the content platforms, Mr. Chair?
Do you have data or listings of all of the platforms and the influencers? Meron ba kayong data nun?
We don't, Mr. Chair.
You don't?
We don't,
Why?
Mr. Chair. Because there's there's nothing that would mandate us to put up such registry, Mr. Chair.
Then you should. You should have a listing of that. You should have a complete data. Why is it that these non-governmental organizations have their own?
Mr. Chair, again, there are rights to be considered, to be candid, Mr. Chair. For example, we require the registry. It would require us to get the personal data and comply with data privacy laws.
You're
Mr.
not
Chair.
being candid. Be candid now.
Yes, sir. There are laws that we have to comply with, and there has to be a mandate telling us to form that registry, Mr. Chair.
At ano mo, ang sabi rito sa Section 6 ng bill ni Congress